Hey guys, it's Oggy again, back with another update. And as you can see, a lot has changed in the Reef tank. We've got the whole right section dedicated to LPS that's been built, and this is actually changed already. I'm going to chuck a photo in now. So like I was saying, the escape has changed, and basically the reason is I've decided to finally do what I've always kept mentioning to do, and I am planning to fully have an SPS tank, meaning Acropora, Millipona, Pasillipora, I cannot say the names, encrusting, branching, plating, whatever. Just literally keep an SPS tank with 2 clams. So basically these guys are going to go, which really sucks. So hopefully someone's coming tonight to pick all this stuff up. But as a general update, the tank has been doing fantastically. We've got 2 AI primes above the tank, as well as a Amerigo light. Now I've had to crank the AIs up to 100%, and I'm still getting browning on my SPS. Now they just cannot penetrate the water deep enough. This tank is way too big for them. But apart from that, last week I was mentioning that we're going to add a bunch of marine pure. That has happened. The macroalgae has been growing in the sump. The bubble magnet skimmer is working fantastically. As you guys can see, it is really skimming up your treat. Sorry about the pink light. I've turned the return pump on just because of noise reasons. So the tank is again doing really well. There's no real reason to do this. I've just always wanted to do this. I'm actually going to downgrade again, but in the meantime this is still a holding tank where any frags will go, and most likely my brother's tank will be transferred here because he's going on a 2-month holiday overseas and he won't be able to take care of the tank. Now as for parameters goes, when you guys change the tanks, you obviously, well, I still obviously have to dose, and basically the parameters are going to change no matter what you do. So all I did for a week straight is test. So this week has been nothing but testing. And these are my values. And as you can see guys, the tank is roughly stopped at 420 calcium, and then I've tried to get it back down to 9 DKH, but it seems to be sitting at 10 to 11 DKH, and I've continuously lowered the alkalinity being dosed, and the magnesium is sitting roughly around 1300 on average, which isn't too bad. Now in saying that, I just want to mention, don't play around with your parameters too much. Every tank has its own parameters, and as long as they're within the ranges, and as long as the corals are looking happy and healthy, there's no real reason to force your hand and play God. Just let nature do its thing. As you can see, all my corals are opened up and doing great. The only thing is the lights have only been on for about an hour or 2, so nothing's really opened quite as much. But like I said, as long as everything's doing good, there's no reason to play around with it. Now you guys might be thinking, oh, well, your SPS are browning out. Why is that? Well, basically, the light's not strong enough, the flow is not strong enough. And when I say browning, it's ever so slight. Most people wouldn't even realize it. It's just because I look at the tank every single day and I am obsessed with it. My blues are still stronger than ever, the greens are still stronger than ever, the reds are still stronger than ever. But they just look slightly more brown than what I'm used to them being. But apart from that, the tank's doing great. Many more changes to come. Stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. Sorry I didn't have more in stock for you guys.